Thanks for coming.
Look at the haircuts, man. Yeah. It's like color me bad.
I left my soul glow at home. I left my soul glow at home.
You know, this looks like Crossfire.
That's
you know,
it.
you have the two guys.
I got a chance of giving you carpet
That's
burn.
it, man.
Go on, try.
No, that's all right, man. I can't rub your head on TV, man. Come on.
Congratulations on all your success.
Thanks, Shay.
Now where are you from? You know, are you from the big city?
From Dublin, yeah, the capital of Ireland.
Oh, okay, right.
It's not that big, though. It's not as big as here.
No.
Here's so huge, man. It's like 11 cities added into one, this place.
Yeah. My brother's wife is from Limerick.
Stab City.
Stab City?
Yeah.
It's a rough area.
Did you see her you carving a knife ever? That's a rough area of town, yeah.
Really?
It's a
Well,
rough
We
area.
got one of them where I grew up, Stab City.
Yeah.
They call it hospital. This is...
Now, big family?
Yeah.
Healthy Catholic family.
Now, what's a healthy
Okay,
Catholic?
two boys, two girls.
Oh, that's a small Catholic
Split down the
family.
middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, my dad, I could tell you, I was going, oh God, I was going to spill the beans on my dad and tell you a story. Oh, no, I
that?
can't do that.
You can spill the beans, go ahead.
I don't think he's too sexual.
You don't think your dad's too sexual?
What are you laughing at?
Now, why is that? What do you base that on?
4 kids.
Only 4 kids? Oh, I see.
He's Catholic. He should have had more. No, I don't think, I think he kept it in his pants after I was the last one. I'm the baby of the family.
Yeah.
And then I think he put it away and now he watches.
Now, what did your dad do for a living?
Where you're from?
Yeah, no, my father, he was...
just
hitting it. Damn, it's hard to live in Stab City if you put it away, ain't it?
So what did your dad do for a living?
He was a professional footballer, soccer player.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for years, for about 8 years. He played for a team called Shamrock Rovers, and that's how he made his living. And then he opened up a fish and chip shop and stuff. But that's
now, I mean, do footballers is it like America where do they make millions? You make
no,
big
they
money?
don't, and we lose all our good players. Anyone that's worth in soccer in Ireland goes over to England and makes all their money over there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, plays for Man United, Liverpool, so on and so forth.
Okay.
But we're doing all right in the World Cup. We're through to the second round.
Well, yeah, Americans, of course, riveted
Yeah,
on
you're
the
loving the
World
World Cup, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Oh. That Slovenia-Portugal match. Did you see it last night? I know.
Senegal beat somebody, tie somebody, so I watched it. Yeah, that's...
Well, let me ask you this. So your dad's a football player, a big macho guy, I imagine, eh?
Not really, no. In his pants,
Well,
not
I know.
macho at all, man. He's all right, he's your average.
Hey, how come I don't get to say nothing like that, man?
Jump in there. Because he's a foreigner. He doesn't understand our ways.
Oh, exactly.
That's right. He's visiting our country.
I've been here 3 years on and off, but I still don't understand your ways.
Well, I mean,
excuse.
what did he think? Your dad's a footballer, so I imagine his friends are all sort of tough guys. I mean, you want to be an actor. How did that go over?
I laughed loud.
Yeah,
In my face. You want to be a play actor?
We called it a play actor.
Yeah, you want to be a play actor?
a play actor, you call it?
What kind of I think the quote was, excuse me, what kind of a f***ing job is that? and then...
How come I can't say that? I mean, you know.
And then the first paycheck came in and he went, good idea, son.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well,
You've got vision.
let's take a break. More with Colin right after this. Be right back. In the article, you got started as a dancer?
How dare you? No. I didn't. No, I did line dancing for a year. Country and western line dancing.
In Ireland?
Yeah. I know, yeah. It doesn't make
How
any
does that
sense
work?
at all. It didn't do it. It was a big craze for a year in Ireland. This bird came over from Texas and she taught 20 people who weren't dancers, who just were looking for money and a job. She taught us all how to do, the tush push and all this other kind of and we took it on the road and did it around Ireland for a year. So I had, the Stetson and the choker and I did it until I couldn't look at myself in the mirror anymore. Which was about 8 months. And I earned a load of money, and that was...
Now, how did you earn money? Did people throw you?
Yeah, there was all these roadies. Like, one week, the first week you'd go, because we used to go to Limerick. We used to, of course, be very careful in Limerick. Be looking at people reaching for their pockets and chewing gum, that's okay. And so we did Limerick, Cork, Galway, Dublin. And the first week we did everywhere. There'd be people arriving in their Adidas or their Nike runners, and jeans and T-shirts, and then by the second week they'd all be wearing cowboy boots and Stetsons, and they all got really into it. So you'd be dancing in front of like 1,000 people,
And did you work for tips or they bought?
No, they all pay like £10 cover charge.
And you come in and watch. Is it all guys or is it men and women?
Mostly girls. The Irish guys dancing. You know, white men can't jump. Irish guys can't really dance.
Right.
But we're getting better. We are getting better.
You don't have to look at me. I mean,
See me backstage after. We're getting better. We're getting better. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, hey, great job. In Minority Report, you play an American. You do a great American accent.
Thanks, man.
Can you fake it? Can you talk to me?
Can I fake it? I'll leave that to you, Jay. How's your wife?
But I did.
How's your wife?
Although when he was doing the black joke, that was funny, but
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, wait a minute.
Guest number 2.
No, but I would never get.
Number 2.
Because usually you can guess. You can sort of hear it when people do that.
Yeah, I have a dialect coach, a guy called Michael Buster, who I've worked with on 6 films. Okay. The first film I did, I went down to Texas. I was playing in Texas, so I went down on my own for 6 weeks and just hung out there and just listened to people. And then since then, I've been lucky enough to have a dialect coach. So it's just familiarity breeds confidence, just working on it every day and trying to hide the way I talk.
So tell me about meeting Tom Cruise. Okay, you go. Did you know him before this picture?
No, never. I met him once, about a year before I did the film, yeah.
Okay. So where do you meet him? I mean, in a meeting?
I met him at, Kevin Huvain, who's one of the head honchos at CAA, the agency, he was having a Christmas party, and I went with my friend Josh, and who's my agent there, and they were all there. Everyone was there. It was one of my first times in America, and there was Brad Pitt in one corner, and Nicole came in, and I was like, oh my. And I was mad, and I met Tom Cruise that night, yeah. And then I met him doing it. He's a lovely fella, really nice fella. He's such positive energy. Yeah. You know, if you're feeling tired, you have a hangover, and you met him, he'd nearly knock you out of your chair, you know? Really, he's like, yeah, man, and that's great. But you know, screw everyone. I think that's a good thing because
it is a good thing.
Yeah, there's enough of us that are moody and and he's just himself and he's positive and.
Well, how about Spielberg? Now you meet Steven Spielberg.
Great.
You go in for this meeting. Did they call you in on it? Did you have the job before you met him? How did that work?
I didn't know. There was another actor who was supposed to do the job, and I think because of scheduling, it didn't work out or something. He was busy, and then I got a meeting with Spielberg, and he was doing AI, and I went out to his trailer in Warner Brothers, and I was brought to his trailer by his assistant Christy, and I sat in his trailer, so the door closed, and I was sitting in his trailer waiting for him to come on his own. Palms were dripping, sweat, I was dying, because I mean, the first thing, I'm a film fan before I was ever a film actor, so the first thing I remember is E.T. in the cinema and stuff, and he walks, Steven Spielberg, the cap on, the beard, the whole thing, just what you expect, and he had a sardine sandwich on a plate.
Sardine sandwich?
Yeah, and he was after talking about, he'd seen some show the night before about omega-10, or omega-3, I can't remember which number it was, but it was omega.
No, omega, so.
Whatever. And
they did 3 first and then 2.
Yeah. So anyway, he said, I saw the show, omega-10, it's great for you, and I remember that I hadn't had a sardine sandwich, and so I ended up sharing his sardine sandwich, and he offered me the part.
Yeah. Was it a good sandwich?
It was a good sandwich.
Do you like sardines?
I do, yeah.
Did you just eat it because it was his?
It was in brine. I like it in tomato sauce.
Oh, tomato sauce. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a difference? Like between brine and...
Yeah. The fish is the same, but maybe the tomato sauce hides the brine and the brine that's in the...
Well, I'll let you two
After
chefs
this, we going out to have spam sandwich.
Let me ask you about this. So tell us about the plot of Minority Report. It's a terrific film, by the way.
It's based on a Philip K. Dick short, the same guy that did Total Recall and wrote Blade Runner, and it's basically about, in the future, not too far in the future, legislation has changed in the state of D.C. To the point that someone can be arrested for committing a murder before they've actually committed it. There's three human beings, kind of entities that are called precogs, and they float in this flotation tank, and they get visions of when murders take place, when, where, who commits the murder, so on and so forth. And based on that, you could be flipping hot dogs in your garden on a Sunday afternoon, and next thing a helicopter lands, and John Anderton, Tom Cruise's character, runs out and he arrests you and says, we're arresting you for the murder that you haven't committed yet because you don't even know yet that in 4 hours' time you're going to get pissed drunk and beat your wife to death because she's screwing someone else. So that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen in the film, but that's what it's about. Ooh.
All right, well, let's take a look. Here's a scene. Okay, this is the scene when you first meet Tom. Let's take a look.
Okay.
The precogs see the future and they're never wrong.
But it's not the future if you stop it. Isn't that a fundamental paradox?
Yes, it is. You're talking about predetermination, which happens all the time. Why'd you catch that?
Because it was going to fall.
You're certain?
Yeah.
But it didn't fall. You caught it. The fact that you prevented it from happening doesn't change the fact that it was going to happen.
You ever get any false positives? someone intends to kill his boss or his wife, but they never go through with it. How do the precogs tell the difference?
Precogs don't see what you intend to do, only what you will do.
Well, it's a great job. Hey, come back again. You're a great guy. Come see us again.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks.